Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I am Jeena Zaveri and today I want to tell you all something personal about me. I am an Indian girl from a Gujarati family and I've learned a lot of things while growing up. How to respect your elders, how to be more compassionate, how to find happiness in others' happiness. I am an avid listener and I've always helped people around me like my family and my friends through their tough times. I have this weird sense of humor that I'm really proud of because it makes people laugh. When I was 16, I clearly remember I asked myself this question, what makes me really happy? And my answer was, making others happy makes me the happiest. So selfless, isn't it? That thought at the age of 16 made me so proud of myself that I made it the purpose of my life. But in the process of doing so, I forgot how to love myself. How can you love yourself when you're so busy loving and caring for others? How can you respect yourself when you put others' needs and desires above yours? How can you find happiness within yourself when you associate your happiness with others' happiness? I did all of this to be happier in my life. But what happened when I couldn't make the people around me laugh? What happened when I couldn't help them out when they were going through something difficult in their lives? It made me upset. After all, their happiness is what made me happy. I love cooking. I love it when someone eats something that I've made and really enjoys it. And sometimes when I make something that's not very well made, I feel upset not because the food was badly made, but because I couldn't make the people who ate my food happy. And honestly, if I made something just for myself to eat and it wasn't that good, I would eat it anyway. It is so disappointing how I place myself all the way down here and others all the way up here. So I really thought about it. Why is it that I have placed myself at the bottom of my priority list? That's when it clicked. All the female figures that I have looked up to while growing up have spent a majority of their lives putting others' happiness over theirs and still continue to do that because they feel that is their responsibility. So I learned the same thing. As a child, I learned that placing others' happiness over mine is my responsibility. That will make me a good daughter, a good wife, a good sibling, a good friend. And I did that all my life. And in the process of doing so, I disrespected my desires. I didn't do much for myself. I didn't even ask for things that I deserved, and eventually fell out of love with myself. It took me a while to realize that happiness actually comes from within. And when you make someone happy, that's actually your happiness that you're sharing with them. How is it possible to share something that you do not have? So at the age of 27, I asked myself again, what makes me happy? And this time my answer was to become a better version of myself each and every day, to overcome my fears and love myself completely and wholeheartedly, to believe in myself and to respect myself for the person that I am and the person that I'm becoming, to appreciate my small victories and value my dreams and desires and fulfilling the wishes that I have been letting go of since I was a child, and find the happiness that is within me right here in my heart. All of this does not make me selfish, because when you love yourself enough, that is when you can share it with others. How can you love someone wholeheartedly when your cup of love is only half filled? You first need to fill your cup, love yourself, accept your true self, respect yourself, and when you find your cup overflowing with all the self-love and compassion, that's when you can share it with someone else and love them with your whole heart without letting your happiness depend on theirs. When I got to know this, I realized that if I am happy, I can make others happy. But if I look for happiness outside of me, I will often fail. Self-love is often overlooked because in the society that we live, putting ourselves first is looked as being selfish. But it is the most important lesson that a soul has to learn in its time as human on earth. When we get in touch with our true selves and accept all the good and bad that we are made up of and love ourselves unconditionally in spite of all the flaws, that's when we find true happiness. This is my personal experience. If you've experienced something similar in your life where you've felt that you do not love yourself enough, let me know in the comments below.